Good morning.
Morning, everybody.
Those hands.
Yeah, musical, musical theme.
Good morning, SPtv family.
Hey, fam.
Wherever you
Oh,
are, whoever you are, welcome to the show.
good to see you. Good to be back this beautiful, sunny, slightly chilly
Freezing
Monday
cold.
morning. Yeah, I mean, you can probably see the little bits that have got frozen ends behind me, just to prove that we are, of course, live.
Yes.
So, Dawn, my love, how are you?
Hello, my darling. I am very good, actually, apart from having a bit of a snotty nose, but
Oh,
otherwise, I'm very good. There's lots of private readings and church services and getting in there,
getting the message out, getting the word across.
spreading the light, spreading the love.
Whee.
I saw the most beautiful, because we're talking about frosty, cold weather today. I saw the most beautiful spider web this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not kidding you. It wasn't just like lace, it looked like thick crochet because it
Oh,
was so
wow.
wonderful.
Yeah,
It was beautiful. Mother Nature, stunning. How
absolutely.
about you? What you been up to, my friend?
Well, I've been same
Hubby.
as you. So, see, Mrs. This is the thing. See, wifey.
Aww.
I've been doing same as you, pretty much. Readings, served lovely church in Kings Lynn yesterday.
Nice.
Obviously, got the own church. A bit of philosophy work, some writing, and some
Lovely.
workshops as well. I do an online circle now, so
Fab.
that's building up to, all the while trying to keep a little bit warm.
Yeah. And it's not cheap to keep warm. So bless you. Is that why you're wearing a tie to try and keep your
Ju-
neck warm?
This is it. I'm just trying new things. I mean, some might
Look.
describe me as the artificial Ed Sheeran of spiritualism. I wonder where that came from. Um,
Now, excuse me for a moment, right, young man, because nobody knows the backstory. People will be thinking, did Dawn say that?
mm, mm, mm,
Ah,
mm,
dear, oh dear. It's a voice from the clouds.
mm.
Voice from the clouds. So let's say hello to some of our lovely viewers.
Absolutely. And let's kick right off with Divine Elizabeth, who's in Illinois. And
Illinois, yes.
she's freezing too.
She is freezing her feet off in Illinois. Addie Sadler, good morning, Dawn, Nick, and all watching from, oh God, in Addie Inglemells? Inglemells?
Ingle Mells,
Hey!
yeah. Ingle Mells is a little bit north of me, and a lot
Never
north
heard of
of
it.
you. I believe it's the Norfolk Lincolnshire border. I can never remember which one it's in, but it's up close there. Morning, Adi. Kerry Thorley, good morning to you.
Good
Welcome to
morning,
the
Kerry.
show.
Welcome. Jill Reynolds, morning. Lovely
Good
family picture
morning.
there.
Good morning. Kelly Falante.
No, because if you start singing, it starts me off and then my brain's whirring. Christine Mariah's hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Nick, Dawn, Richard, and everyone. Lovely smiley face.
Kimberly Dolby, hello from Portsmouth. Well, hey, good morning,
Good
Portsmouth, and hello,
morning.
Kimberly.
Portsmouth Massive. Kismopolitan. Kismopolitan. Oh, why does it
Oh,
make me fancy a cocktail? Hello. I
it's
love a
never too early for a
cosmopolitan.
cocktail,
I love a cosmopolitan.
especially considering everyone says I look like I've just rolled in from a nightclub.
You've definitely got a theme going on, my darling. But then I look like I've stepped out the 1940s. So I mean,
And you
don't
look
worry about it.
lovely for it. You're a good representation and a good ambassador for
Thank you, my
1940.
darling. Thank
Makes
you.
it look modern. Carol McDowell, good morning, Richard, Nick, Dawn, and everyone. Hope all are well. And look, it's the Purple Hearts.
Way, Purple Heart Brigade. Yay. Have we got next? Oh, that flashed on my screen and then flashed off again. Karen Wobble You.
Hey,
I
hey,
wobble
Karen.
you too.
How are you? And
That's a
Karen, I have
really
read,
important family name that I've just dissed really badly.
and I have to say, Karen, I have got your message. I'll reply after the show. Good morning. And to Paul Smith, good morning. It's a beautiful day. Everything is positive. Absolutely, yes.
Fabulous, fabulous. Carolyn Thomas, hi from sweltering South Africa. Oh, wow. Bless you.
Nice.
Have a wonderful day. There's no
Channel it
doubt.
through the screen. Channel it
Helen
through the screen.
Mansell.
Hey, she loves the 1940s, and there's a Purple Heart too.
Purple
Yes.
Heart.
See,
Your hair looks stunning.
it
Victory Roll
does.
ahoy.
Absolutely.
Lovely. Just listening to Richard. Sorry about that, folks. Richard was just saying, Helen, do you ever go to a 1940s revival? And where was it, you said?
Southwark.
In Southwark. Oh, wow.
It's a small village that hasn't changed since the 1940s, and it looks brilliant, we are told. I've heard of it. I've heard of it, but I've never been there. Isn't there a cathedral there or something?
I'm a total enthusiast. I would love to go.
Sounds awesome.
Michael Harris. I'm from Nottingham. Way.
Hi, Michelle. Elisa
Well, I say Michael,
Hopkins.
sorry, Michelle.
It's the fumes from the nightclub medium, you know.
I can feel it coming off the jacket.
No, that's Archers and Lemonade, love. Elisa Hopkins, morning to everyone, and Richard, the man we all know but never see.
He's elusive. Daryl Golby, good morning all. Morning, Daryl.
Good morning, good morning.
We have talked the whole night through. Good morning, my
darling. Good morning to you. And you.
Lily D, good morning, Richard, Nick, and Dawn. Good morning. Nice little pedals there. Oh boy, I don't know where this all comes from.
Well, when we were talking about the show, wanting it to be some kind of magazine show for spiritualists, who knew that one of us would end up with a funny laugh as well?
I'm not kidding, I have about 7 different laughs, and I wear them like different outfits for different occasions.
Absolutely.
But if someone asks me to do it on cue, I just can't. It's all completely
I know. I get you. I feel you.
Feel you, bro. Feel you. Siobhan O'Rourke from Irelandy. From Irelandy. Ah. Oh, God.
Limo de Pimo, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Kelly Rocket, my favourite name. Woohoo! 4 hearts. Thank you very much indeed.
Good morning, Kelly.
Okay, folks and folkettes.
Good morning to you all and welcome to the show. And boy, have we got a show for you today.
So, we haven't got our usual lineup of oh, we've got Kate apparently now. We didn't.
Right.
Carrot cake.
There's your first link, love.
Sorry about
whenever
that.
I say something wrong, I just blame Spirit. It's my first link coming through. We've got carrot cake.
Kate. I don't know where they've got that. You're crazy, but we love you. Not
Hello,
sure
Mum.
what she's speaking to, but thanks, love. So yes, we have our lovely Kate coming on to give us her tarot scope. Yay! We all absolutely love that. And today, what we plan to do, oh my God, that's so funny. Rebecca Wheeler.
Hi, Rebecca.
What we plan to do today, apart from eating carrot cake, is we're gonna open it up and see if anybody can think of any songs that they find really uplifting, or ones that perhaps put them, you know, when you have that state, that emotional state that helps you to get into the spiritual connection state, you know. And there are just some songs or something you hear in a meditation that just puts you into a different state, doesn't it? Like flips a little switch.
Absolutely.
You know, so that would be interesting to know if anybody has anything like that out there they want to talk about. You've got Katra, yeah, you love carrot cake. You never know, it might be a thing. It tends
It
to
may
be,
well
doesn't
be. It does. It does. I've always found that nothing is ever a mistake.
it? No.
Apart from trying to mix waistcoats with stockings when you're 44-year-old and 44-inch waist, but that's another story for another day.
Okay.
I did that on stage once, but there you
Wow.
go.
Fabulous.
Varied development. So the thing is, varied themes, and that's why I mentioned varied themes. It's not just pop songs, it's not just hymns. There's
Yeah.
things like binaural beats, there's drumming, but also there's the words. I mean, we've spoken numerous times, haven't we, Dawn, about switching on the radio
Yes,
and getting
absolutely.
a message for yourself. And there's been some right wonderfully uplifting, some very emotional, and some downright weird ones that I've
Mm,
experienced over my time. So everyone at home,
definitely.
what have you experienced? What do you
Absolutely.
experience?
There can also be like, when you get a certain smell and it takes you right back to your childhood, right back to
Absolutely.
memory. It everyone knows it happens with songs, just the
Yes.
same way. So does it evoke a memory for you, or is it important for a person who's passed to the spirit world? And you've got your runes, haven't you, Nick?
I have brunged with me my runes that I have had since I was but a 10 to 16-year-old.
Oh,
I have had them literally forever. They're terracotta. They're 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 lovely, really. I've gone through so many different usages of different devices and
mm,
different tools.
yes.
I went through a period of bootlace reading.
Oh, wow. Like, is that
And
like ribbon reading?
absolutely, absolutely. But these have always been my mainstay, right down to the fact that I've even got an earwing with wounds on.
Oh, cool.
So
Very
I'm
cool.
I'm I'm all themed up. I'm
Excuse
all
me.
themed up.
Awesome.
Now Deb has already kicked us off. Look, there
Deb
you go.
Clark, when I go to church and they ask me what song I want, I always ask for Spirit in the Sky. They really uplifting song.
Absolutely,
Really lovely. It just gets you, and it lifts you, it gives you those goosebumps, doesn't it?
it is. And from my
Thank you,
personal
dear.
perspective, and I don't know whether you or Deb agrees with this, Spirit in the Sky is such an oxymoron. It shouldn't work
Mm,
because the words are very deep and very emotional and sometimes a little bit,
yeah.
somber. But the music is so uplifting and so joyful, and the passion that it's sung with. And I think that's why it's so effective, because
Yeah.
it's such a contrast right from all of the different ranges of emotions. That's for me anyway,
Mhm.
personally.
No, I agree with you. Because when you're at someone has passed, or you're talking about someone who is passing, so going up, um, it's obviously a terrible time of grief, and it doesn't matter what faith you have, what belief you have, you are always going to feel the pain of loss,
Yes.
no matter what. And having just that kind of strange sort of happy tune to a really difficult time, really
Yeah.
difficult words, kind of makes it bearable and almost,
Yes.
like you say, uplifting. Because we concentrate, we sadly concentrate. Well, it's impossible not to concentrate on our grief rather than celebrating the fact that, hold on a minute, this person is going to have a jolly good time in the spirit world, you know.
Yes.
But we're the poor
Absolutely.
people who are left behind to grieve their loss, or not loss, because no one is lost, no one is dead, to grieve their passing. So to have a song like that, I think, yeah, really great one.
Absolutely. And Carrie Ann Marshall Cairns. Yes, if I smell eucalyptus, it makes me remember my grandma. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like that with. This is going to sound really, really strange, but I'm like that with mothballs.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That reminds me of my granddad because his wardrobe was just stuffed, packed full of them.
Yeah.
So whenever I smell mothballs, it's good. So I get you. I get you, Carrie.
Yeah. Yeah. Catranova. My church plays Robbie Williams' Angels a lot for that reason. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. I think there are something so special about it, isn't there? That
yeah,
it's the words you've got, and like you say, they're not the most uplifting words sometimes, or they're words that hit hard, and you think,
yeah.
oh, don't you? But then having that tune just really lifts it and makes you think, well, yes, this is what's happening, but it's giving me that drive. Ailsa Hopkins. Mine is Oceans from Hillsong. I don't think I know that. I'm also from America, where if the country music isn't already emotional, it isn't country. Totally. God bless you. Yeah, love country music.
Absolutely. In actual fact, if I might step in just very briefly with a little bit earlier, I've just picked up a rune, and the irony is that I was just mentioning my grandfather, and not only does mothballs remind me of him, but also country music, because he loved it. He loved country music, and I do feel that that's a trigger link for me, which is why I've been holding this one here. Let me get it. There we
Oh,
go.
yes, good to see.
That is it. It is called Lagu. It's also known as water, and it is.
Does that come from the word lagoon?
I would imagine there's a connection there somewhere. To be fair, so Lagu, Lagu. And it is very much in tune with emotions, femininity, dreams, intuition. That being said, Alyssa, would you understand that you are very psychically in tune, you are very linked in, but also there would be a grandfather figure watching over you who, although you miss very deeply, you are ever present and ever aware of. There are these little triggers that we've been talking about, connecting you and him. He's always popping into your thoughts because of your own intrinsic ability and connection. One thing that I always do, I know I'm very old-fashioned, but once I've made the link with the psychical device, I always put it down. All right, the fraudulent medium act don't exist no more, but still, it's the way I learn. So with this gentleman, Alyssa, I hope you don't mind me swooping in really, really quickly today, but I've got to earn my crust somehow. I need to get some more archers and lemonade in. This gentleman had got a sense of humor. He was someone who would jump around with his memory conversations. So as I'm talking about memories and I'm jumping around, I'm aware that I would be having these conversations and I'd slot in a quick different subject every 5 minutes. But you always knew what he was talking about. Either that's because you'd heard the same stories over and over again, or because you just were so in tune with this grandfather figure. And what is coming through, especially with water, because I don't just use the descriptions and the words that are being given. What it means to me is that it's been like the rapids. It's been like the rapids, and interestingly enough, I've just realised that your song is Oceans. And I know that the waters have been a bit tumultuous of late, but you're now starting to come either on the crest of a wave drifting into the ocean, or you've come over the rapids and you're now on that steady flow. And it's almost like things have switched over in the last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even as long as a month, where you're now starting to see a steadier flow, a gentler crest. So I hope you can understand that. Let us know if I'm,
Is she still there, Richard?
if you're still with us.
I thought you might be. Okay.
So if you do come back on, Alyssa, I hope that was all right for you.
No,
Lots of love
as
there.
well, Alyssa.
Yeah.
But you're not. Okay, guys.
You know what? We haven't said it. We haven't said it today. Dawn, after 3, 1, 2, 3. Like, share, and subscribe.
And become a VIP.
37p. Oh, bless you, Alyssa.
In
Thank
tune
you.
and feel like
Definitely
I'm
in tune.
hitting that steady. Good, wonderful. She's back. Brilliant.
Excellent. Bless you, Alyssa. Thank you for just letting me know that you got that message, because he was quite adamant about coming through. He wasn't the kind of person that was shy about sitting at the back and waiting his turn. He's like, got me opportunity, I'm having it. Obviously, he wouldn't have sounded like a Fenny. That's just me. But no, he was definitely really into making sure that he would take every opportunity. That is his message to you, Alyssa. So God bless you. Mwah. And I hope that was all right. Just a quick throw in there.
Bless you, bless you. Okay, I won't do my cosets since they take too much long. Hello, Kim Byrne. Good
Kim,
morning.
hey, I hope you've shared, liked, and subscribed.
Better have done, young lady. Wonderful. Let me do little Rooney. Let's see
Pamela Greta X, Over the Rainbow.
Beautiful. Oh, gorgeous song. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I always love that. I think that's such a beautiful song. It's been sung by so many different people, so many different versions of it. And it doesn't matter what we listen to, it always fills me with so much emotion. It is incredible, incredible song. Daniela Dwyer O'Shea, I think. Also, my dad loves Wilson Phillips. Hold on, hold on. Oh, is that the one?
I think there might be a different one, but
yeah, that's the one I was thinking it must be. Yeah.
I have to admit, my favourite version of Over the Rainbow is where she goes, somewhere over the rainbow. There's this little girl that sings it, somewhere over the rainbow, and it's so beautiful.
Oh, there's a guy, he's passed, long past now, but he was a Hawaiian man, and he was a very big gentleman, and he sang Over the Rainbow, and absolutely gorgeous. Linda and Aaron Neville, don't know much, always moves, don't know much. Is that don't know much about it?
But I know I love you.
Got you. Always moves me, helps me connect to my dad, my mum and dad. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, Richard's cooing.
Oh my goodness me!
Here we go. Alone. Now we know why.
Yeah. That's a classic, isn't it? Though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Oh. And there's so many different ways of connecting with music and with words, and some really do capture the spirit of the moment.
Absolutely.
And we are now being told, and I have to agree with this one because I am a bit of an Elvis buff.
Me too.
Richard just chipped in with Elvis's "You'll Never Walk Alone" is truly emotional. Makes you wonder because
the gravitas of his voice, though, isn't it?
It is, but did he feel alone? And is that what made it? And you know, Richard's just chipped in with, oh yeah, definitely. This is the thing. He did feel alone, and he's trying to tell everyone not to feel alone.
Yeah.
The emotional confusion and frustration that he would have been experiencing, I'm sure, will have added to the gravity and the weight of that song.
Definitely. Mariah Carey for me. Kimberly Dolby, sorry. Mariah Carey, One Sweet Day.
Oh yes.
For me, it's always songs by the Ink Spots that remind me of my nan, and that, you know, or Shakin' Stevens and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Got to have a bit of shaky. Definitely. And Letitia Edmonds, Nights in White Satin, reminds me of my dad.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song.
And there's ones that your parents have, isn't there? Like their special song, stuff like that when you hear it, you're like, yeah. My mum and dad's song was Wonderful World, Beautiful People. Wonderful world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Nigel have got our song.
Kerry Satchel, excuse me. Fields of Gold. Yes. Stunning song.
Absolutely. Stunning song.
Sorry, Nick. Oh, we lost you. Nick. He disappeared.
Hello.
Oh,
hello. I'm back.
What's your special song?
Sorry. Wait, keep sharing, everybody. We're getting there. But the most emotional song for me is actually a song that was a friend of mine's relationship song with someone else.
Right.
I always hear that, and it always sticks in my head as being him, even though it was no connection to me personally, because we actually, me and him had our own song. It was the Shoop Shoop song, because well, that's another story for another day. But I'm sure there's a line in there that will probably trigger people to wonder what my friend was asking. So, you know, I always, in interestingly, you know, and this is why we're talking about this in part. Whenever I was having a bad day, the Shoop Shoop song would come on, and it would always remind me of him.
Oh.
And it's almost as though they, well, it's not almost as though they do. They make use of these songs to remind us and lift us up. For example,
Mm-hmm.
Julie Caswell. My mum loved ABBA.
Yeah.
I believe in angels.
Yeah.
I arrived at the hospital just after she passed, and I just turned up at the hospital, and it had been ringing. The family song came on the radio. The song came on the radio. Yes, this is exactly what we were just talking about. And Spirit do make use of stuff like that.
Julie Caswell, just while we're here, my darling, um, your while we were in just before you arrived, you knew that your mum, you had an inclination, you had a feeling inside you that your mum, that something was changing. You might not have known that she was going to pass, but you had a feel of something change. So you knew something was about to happen. Whether there was a great sense of tiredness come over you or something, you were aware that something was happening. And your mum, this happens a lot, as what a lot. Your people either hang on, they really try their best to hang on for someone to turn up, i.e., yourself to turn up, or they won't want you to see them in their last state, so they will pass just before you get there, so that you have that opportunity. So that when you arrive, angel wings are around you. And I these are perceptionary cards by Emily Baker. So these are what I'm seeing in this are angel wings, and I'm aware that you were aware of feathers, wings, and angels being present. Whether it, and I feel this was on the time that you were getting there. You may have seen seen some feathers, seen something, and there was an intense feeling while you were traveling there. And when you arrived, it was like somebody was with you all the time, and it was the angels guides that were with you. Okay, and your mum was quite the sort of person that she had a great spiritual understanding and appreciation, but she did it very quietly. She did it very quietly. She's a very peaceful, quiet way about her beliefs. Um, but she did definitely believe, and she believed in angels. And she wanted you to feel, bless you, Julie. And she wanted you to feel comforted all the time. Sorry, I'm not speaking straight. She wanted you to feel comforted all the time. Um, and you'll hear bells, little tiny bells, like little tinker bells. They're not called tinker bells, but you know the little tiny bells that you get. That's what you would hear. So from her, I want to give you a big cuddle, and I want to give you like the smell of, you know, when you crush rose petals as a kid when you make your own perfume. It's that smell of the proper natural smell of roses. Okay, and I'm going to leave you with her love. And oh, but before I pass, somebody was hit over the head. Somebody was hit over the head, but it didn't cause them. It didn't cause anything serious. But it was just a memory link for you of someone being hit over the head. Okay, and I'm going to
Oh,
leave. May God bless you, Julie.
beautiful, Dawn. So lovely. Really, really, and it's that emotional connection, and all of this is coming from us all talking about songs. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, totally.
You know, I love it. Beautiful message, Dawn. Well done.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Pamela Greatorex, our neighbour, had one foot in the grave at his funeral. His wife said he was Victor Meldrew.
Oh my goodness me, that is magnificent. Magnificent.
Perfect. And that
Yeah.
is, you know, they can be humorous as well. They
Yeah,
can.
this is it though. I think there's this kind of image of, well, a long line of images of us spiritualists being people that sit around in dark, foreboding places, and and we call up the dead, and the thought of it is that we're all into gothic stuff, and it's all very, not that there's anything wrong with gothic, but it's all very oppressive and very, very sad.
Yeah.
And it's the complete opposite. Spirit connect on a vibration of light and upliftment, vibrancy and energy. So when you've got that wonderful connection of love and power, spirit, come on it. You're so welcome, Julie, bless you. Spirit, come on that level. They don't have all this negative doom, gloom and sadness. That's not what we're about. So with some
Absolutely.
positive, fun songs at your passing, your funeral, bang on.
Can I share a little tale?
Please do.
As someone who, by the way, drum roll please, I know we spoke about it last week, but I think it deserves another mention. As someone who has just passed as a celebrant, the lovely Thorn, be careful what you ask for on your way to a funeral service. Because when I first started out, I did a funeral for a lovely guy called George. He was our healing leader. He had a naughty sense of humour, so you know where this is going.
Okay.
Mum and Dad were driving me to the crematorium, ready to do the service. I sat in the back, sleeping and linking in and reading and rewriting as I do.
Yeah.
And I just turned around and I was getting a little bit nervous. So I said, "Here, Dad, turn the radio on. I'll ask for a message from George to how today is going to go."
Lovely.
I didn't know where we were. I didn't know how far along the journey we were. He turned it on. And it turns out that as he turned it on, we were just turning into the crematorium as the song bellowed out.
Oh, wow.
I went down and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And that would have been right up, well, it was right up George's street as
That is magnificent.
something funny, something. Well, and he would have just turned around. And I said, well, I would have said, why would you have chosen that song? And he'd have turned around and said, well, you did ask how it was going to go.
Yeah.
And so they can bring their humor through and not care. He was very much not caring about the physical condition. He was always head up in the cloud spirit, like just like the rest of us. But they can, as with the Victor Meldrew, we can use humor, and it is beautiful. It's so uplifting, and it certainly broke my nervousness.
Totally.
Incoming transmission from the earpiece. Bear with me, everyone.
Hunker, burn and love.
Burning love as the coffin was going. Wow, bless you. Bless you. And this is it. We should have it. I dread to think what people will think of my playlist. I've already written it for my passing funeral. I want it done properly, and I want something funny.
Totally.
I'm not saying that I'm going into the theme tune.
Oh, Johnny Cash. Yes.
Oh, yes. Now there. Yeah.
Anything by Johnny Cash. Anything.
Yeah. Yes. Johnny Cash's cover of Ring of Fire is beautiful, but yes, Richard is the big giant voice in my ear is correct. Ring of Fire. Yes, of course. The royal family just before Nana died, the Ring of Fire. See, everyone's got their own little emotions
some
and
people
connections.
have these songs, and if it's in a connection where they've experienced something that's funny, it will bring a funny. But if it's something, if it's exactly the same song, but they've had the experience with it where it's been a sad or something, it will be completely different, but it's exactly the same song.
Absolutely. And I love that this is getting everyone engaged. This is really getting everyone engaged. So everyone, please keep joining in with your thoughts, your suggestions.
Sharing and subscribing, and VIP.
Absolutely. VIP is only 37p a week, and there are so many benefits. So many benefits.
DJ's Hopland show allow. I can't say this. Oh, sorry. Right. I won't read that bit. Can I ask?
Yeah. So, hello, DJ. How you doing?
Oh, not sure what to do. What? Oh, please. Okay,
Ah,
okay.
right. Okay.
Okay, fine, fine.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah, living on a prayer. Angelina Foot, yeah. I tell you, sorry, Richard just talking to us. Do I know? I wish you'd never said that to me, Richard.
That's ruined it for me now. You have ruined it for me.
I really wish, like, I'm 42 years of age, and my whole life experience has been ruined thanks to Richard in this moment.
I'm just going to sit here and pour some peach juice.
Um, yeah, okay. Christine Davies, one day at a time, my mum. Oh, one
Oh,
day,
now that is, yeah.
sweet Jesus.
Love that.
Yeah, and used to sing it for her. Beautiful, beautiful. I tell you what song I really love. Sorry, Richard. Went from because I have a long history of working in care homes, and we had a really lovely lady who had Down syndrome. She was quite young, and she passed. And when I went to her funeral, she had the most beautiful song. She had "Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground."
Ah,
She literally was, though. You know, she came here to make people happy, and it was, you know, when she passed, it was just the perfect song. Sorry, Richard, what were you saying, my love? Right.
yes.
Okie dokie.
Absolutely. This is a beautiful way to wrap
Gosh.
up the first section before we go to Kate May's tarot cast. Daniela Dwyer O'Shea says, in church and Mr. Lover Lover came on the speakers and it was
Oh,
hilarious. So think about this. It's same theme, different context, because Daniela's reminded me of something. If, like me, when you first started going to church, the music always went wrong. Best
yeah,
best bits, please. Best
that's
bits.
true. That's so true. Yeah, thank you. And now we're going to have our lovely Kate with the tarot scope. See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome to your week ahead tarot reading. So this is the week 23rd of January. We're going to go straight in with Aries. What's your vibe? What's your energy this week, Aries? 8 of Pentacles. So Aries, you need to work hard this week. You need to roll your sleeves up, stop dilly-dallying, put all your eggs in one basket and focus. If you want to get that job done, only you can do it. So it's time to focus and prioritize things, Aries, this week in order to get everything finished and finalized before you can start something new. Taurus, Knight of Cups. Good news is coming, Taurus, and it could be Mr. Loverman or Mrs. Loverman, woman. There's energy coming in around you, Taurus, at the moment that's going to bring emotional happiness to you. You're going to start to be more creative and move forward on a creative nature here, okay? Expect people to be helpful. Expect people to be charming with you this week. And maybe it's you that's going to have a little bit of a twinkle in your eye. Gemini, the Hermit. This week, Gemini, it's time to take a step back. It's time to be thinking about where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to spend your time and energy with. Perhaps you need a bit of meditation. Perhaps you need a bit of time to just reflect and introspect with things. Now, you've got all your hopes and dreams, things that you've put in a lovely little box. This week, you're going to get the chance to open those boxes as you start to fulfill, Gemini, all your needs. Cancer. 5 of Swords, Cancer. Now, Cancer, you'll be really thinking, do I want to put my energy in that position? Is it really worth it? Sometimes a win is all at a cost. So sometimes it's better to cut your losses, move on, let someone else win. It's a short-term loss, but it will be a long-term gain for you. So Cancer, if you're already thinking, is it worth it? Can I be bothered? The answer is probably no. It'd be easier just let someone crack on while you crack on with your things. Leo. The World. Brand new opportunities, Leo, coming in for you. Great week for you, Leo. Loose ends being tied up, things coming full circle, and a whole new chapter is coming in for you, Leo. Could be some travel talk as well. A lot more fun is on the horizon there and bringing things into a lot more balance. But a new vibe, Leo, is coming in for you. Virgo, I keep forgetting today where I'm at. Virgo, the moon. These are all upside down. I need to move them the other way around. Oh, Virgo, the moon. Now, there's hidden things going on. So things might not be quite as clear as what you first thought, okay? It's time to trust that intuition and to go with the flow. There are changeable moods ahead for you, Virgos, this week. So one day you might be feeling amazing. Another day you might be feeling a little bit... So just go with it, okay? But new beginnings is going to start to highlight towards the end of the week for you, Virgo. So just trust your instinct and just put your toe in the water a little bit if you're not too sure at the beginning. Libra, Two of Swords. This is about indecisions. This is about, it's an air sign just like you. This is about thinking, having to kind of use your intuition in your thinking, really, using your heart over your logic, Libra. Now, you might find that you're stuck this week. You might have a choice or decision to make and you can't make it. So you're going to have to just hold on in there. I would say about 2 weeks. Hold on in there, Libra, and wait for things to settle down. Don't bury your head in the sand. Something does need dealing with, but you might have to just wait before you make a big decision or choice. Scorpio, 8 of Cups. You're moving on from things that no longer serve you, Scorpio. Things that you might have already been feeling isn't quite ticking your boxes. You're now ready to start to say, actually, I don't want to do that anymore. So things that you thought you wanted, you're now moving into a new direction, Scorpio. Leaving things behind that no longer serve you, going in search of real awakenings for yourself. Sagittarius, 10 of Wands. Lots of responsibility on your shoulders this week, Saggies. Be mindful that you don't take on much more. Be cautious that you are carrying a heavy load as it is. Keep going, don't give up, because you are almost at the end of things, but just be mindful about how much you're actually carrying, okay? Capricorns, Page of Swords. They might find that you're dealing with younger people a lot this week, Capricorns, or people with maybe mental health issues going on this week. You could find that you've got a lot of ideas. There's a lot of things bubbling around, Capricorn, in your head, and you can't do anything about it. So this is procrastination. This is like, you've got these smart ideas, do something about it. Stop talking about it, stop thinking about it, actually action it now. Aquarius, the sword. A great card for you, Aquarius, because you've got this lovely new moon, this new energy that you're coming into. New contracts, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things, a fresh start. And after things have been a bit cloudy, you're going to have that penny dropping moment, Aquarius. You're going to have that aha and be able to cut forward and move forward. And last but not least, Pisces, Queen of Wands. Take charge, Pisces. Take control, Pisces. Being more of a leader rather than a follower. Trust your instincts, Pisces. You've been in that dark place before. You don't want to go there. You're now going to shine your light, and you're in the mood to help other people move forward as well, Pisces. And there you have it, your week ahead tarot readings from me, Kate May, Modern Day Mystic. Have a fabulous week, everyone.
Twinkle, 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 we're back. Yeah, wavy lines, wavy lines. Hello, everybody, peeps. We hope you had a wonderful time finding out what the week includes for you from the lovely, lovely Kate May. Thank you so much, Kate. Always a pleasure to hear what's going on for us. And of course, we continue with our venture into spirit, into the world of spirit and the musical tones. But there is more than that going on behind the scenes.
Yes, we have our awards show, don't we, coming up?
Oh, yes.
March.
Well, it's in May, but you can start voting in March. But until then, you can start nominating your favourite mediums, your favourite churches, who you think deserves a pat on the back, a recognition.
SPtv.
And it doesn't have to be SPtv. It can be anyone from anywhere. The SPtv award show is open to everyone in this walk of life, to give recognition where there has been none, to give notoriety to those that deserve to be pushed forward. There are a number of, I think there's 13 categories. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh my word, I'm remembering stuff. It's going in and staying in. It is scary, I know. But yes, 13 categories. 13 categories, darlings. Get online, register, and nominate.
Nominate.
There are some nominations in place already.
Yes.
So, come March, you'll be able to vote. But until then, please share the information, get the message out there. Nominate your favourites and those that are in requirement of assistance and help for their church to keep the doors open. So nominate your favourite church.
Unsung heroes of the spirit.
Absolutely. It's really it was such a worthy cause, and something that I think is so vital. Actually, a little bit of recognition for people who, I know what it's like to turn up every Thursday night and get your team of people together, setting everything up and getting everything going, and mother sitting at home every week, booking mediums, that sort of stuff deserves recognition. So nominate your favorite church, your own church. All the mediums, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and go through all 13 categories, but we can give you a little bit more details, because for the first time today I can say Richard Rosie T. For what?
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting our annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives through spiritual acts of kindness. Candidates can register and put themselves forward to be acknowledged. Viewers can also nominate who they feel should be recognized for an achievement. Exclusively broadcasted live on SPtv, with 100% of the public votes being announced on Saturday the 27th of May from 7:30 p.m. For more information, please visit awards.spiritualpsychicstv.online. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together. Join Matt and Kirsty tonight from 8 p.m. The show consists of answering your spiritual questions and offering free mediumship and oracle card readings. On Tuesday afternoon from 1 p.m., Wendy Lindsay offers free spiritual readings and guidance using her crystal ball. Join us tomorrow night from 8 p.m. for a demonstration of psychic art. Angela Mitchell joins us to demonstrate her mediumship.
Stop your messing around.
We are back and live. Welcome back, everyone.
You just had a bit of me going, stop your messing around.
And beautiful it was too. Now, friends, we have some housekeeping to do.
Yes.
We have some housekeeping to do. Please don't forget, of course, that tonight, join us at 8 o'clock on SPtv. Lovely show tonight, La Grogan. However, we have a correction, because tomorrow it's Deb Clark.
Yeah, not
because Deb's been watching. We've seen Deb. We've spoken. So Deb is on tomorrow. So do join her at 8 p.m. to tomorrow. But there we are. Exciting stuff. Always great. Tune in or miss out. But don't miss out. Tune in and share, like, and subscribe to everyone.
Please do, and become a VIP. At the end of the show today, we would like to give one of our viewers who is perhaps a medium, or class themselves as a psychic, medium, tarot, whatever your niche is, for the last 10-15 minutes of the show, you can come on and give us a little, as a one-off, give us some readings.
Yeah.
So, but let Richard know, and he will give you the link to come in.
So this is what is it they used to call?
What did I do wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my apologies.
And it's a double bubble as well, because not only if you're a reader, we can bring you on as the, what is it they used to call it? Oh, thank you. The Showcase Showdown.
Oh,
it's a Showcase Showdown. If you are watching and you fancy coming on to get a message as well, get in touch with Richard too.
We'll give you the details.
And Richard will give you the details and talk you through getting. But you have to have Skype.
Yeah, we only do it by Skype.
Gotta have Skype, my lovers.
No Skype.
Gotta have Skype, my lovers. So if you've got Skype, you're a reader or want a reading, you know, get in touch, say hello, give Richard a shout on the chat, and he will organise you to come and join us to brighten the day of all who are watching. Upliftment or what, you know, and this is one of the,
all about, isn't it?
Absolutely. And of course, the bringing on for a reading is one of the perks on many shows for VIPs, which is only 37p a week.
Now, oh, what's this? Well, to begin with, this DJ Hopland asked us what star signs we all are, and then about being let on to do a reading.
That's what the yay is. It's about,
yeah, that's what the yay is.
Yeah,
okay.
So there we go. I think we've got a potential. As for your original question,
yes,
Scorpio.
You're a Scorpio. See, I've spoken to Kate about this. If anyone can clear this up for me, I'd be very grateful. I've always thought I was Cancer, but I was born on the very, very last day. So I'm the 22nd of July. So Kate says I'm a Leo. So I'll go with that. But if anybody has any other ideas, let me know.
Let's start a debate. Let's start a debate.
Totally.
Thoughts on that, because there are various different boundaries depending on who you are.
I'm right on the cusp, and it depends what time you're born. I do know what time I was born, so that helps as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was born at 3 minutes to 1. I was hungry. I wanted my lunch.
Absolutely. I was a 5 in the afternoon kind of guy.
Oh.
How much is that in Canada?
Canadian. I don't know how much that is. That is.
I don't.
If you let us know what you're talking about, Carrie, what that pertains to, then we can help you out. And Richard, what star sign are you, to finish that question?
And he won't reveal that because it's all part of the mystique and mystery
he has to be
of that which is the voice in our ear, Richard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, right.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So yes, part of the mystery and mystique is that we don't reveal anything about Richard.
Fabulous. Okay. All right then. I think we should do some more readings.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will just add this though.
Yes.
I'm feeling banker vibes.
Banker vibes
from the boxes.
Sorry.
The Noel Edmonds game show, the boxes.
Oh yes.
Do you think Richard's the banker?
Did you know it's? Oh gosh. This, yeah.
Oh, to be a VIP.
Yeah, VIP.
Ah, so in Canadian, is that Canadian dollars?
I guess so. I think you'll have to private message that to Richard, and he'll explain.
He's now having a look for you. So it's an interesting point, though. We sit here saying 30. It's only 37p. How much is that in American dollars, Canadian dollars, yen?
Yeah, we don't know. Right, okay. I'm going to come up with the card, start a little reading, just to have for fun. Oh, apparently it's $248.
That's per month.
Per month.
Per month.
Which works out about £1.50. Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. While you're here, Carrie, I have a gentleman with me who's giving me an awful lot of green, giving me the colour green. So I know that I feel like this would be grandfather for you. And he is a gentleman who loved to be outdoors. He loved to garden. He was constantly outdoors. If at any point he was sick or unwell, he'd want to be outdoors. I think she's still there, Richard. Wonderful. Okay. So I feel this is Granddad. And he's saying to me that there's problems with the stomach. Okay, you can understand that. Thank you. Is that you? Are you saying you're still here, or you understand that?
I think we're still here.
We're still here. Okay. And he's telling me that there are problems with the stomach. Okay, so I know that he had problems with his stomach before he passed. Also, there is like not a swelling so much, but sounds like stepdad. Okay. There was like a swelling of the stomach. It's not a swelling, but I'm going to call it that because the stomach sort of grew, was a bit enlarged. Okay. And Wednesday was a really important day. So Wednesday, so this could be the funeral or the day that he passed. I know it was an important day, Wednesday. Okay, just going to get you a card out while we're here. Okay. I also want to talk about the throat as well. I feel like my throat is closing off. I know I've got a cough anyway, but this is to do with him. But he's very much talking to me about his stomach. And yeah, I've already told her about the Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. He also wants me to talk to you now about the sea. He loved the sea as well. Okay, I'm no good on the sea. I get sick. He loved the sea. Okay. And I've also got the name Rachel coming through as well as I talk to you. Now he's saying that there was some kind of family. His words are standoff. Okay. And he's even shown me like the Wild West. Okay, just to pull that through for you a bit more for you. He's saying that things were not stable. Okay, things are not stable. Let me give you something for her now. Okay. Right. You're very good at kind of you're quite a creative. You've got quite a creative mind. Okay. You're good at. He had throat cancer. That'll be why the throat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. You've got quite a creative mind. And he says that you lead with your heart. Okay. You don't use. Your brain isn't always in the forefront. Your heart is what's in the forefront. Okay. And therefore you can get very easily hurt. And you jumped in to do something before you thought it through properly. Okay. I know what that's like because I do exactly the same thing. Okay. Okay. The lion is important. Lion. So there is, and whenever I see lion, obviously we're talking about star signs. So I'm thinking Leo. But there's a need for protection as well. There's a need for protection around you. Yes, I have to cut those people off. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So that would be the family standoff. He's shown me the lion, and I would have to say that what was wrong with his ear? Sorry, I was just trying to listen to and he started to show me something wrong in his ear. There's like I've got pain. When you've got like the bad flu or something, and then you have that pain in your ear, and that's what he's showing. That's what he's giving me. And I believe you suffer with your stomach. You suffer with your stomach. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he was a Leo, because I have been really brave there. You're going to say no, he's not, but I'm going to be brave there because he keeps showing me the lion. Okay, and I want to give you cut flowers as well. He would have cut flowers out of the garden, just cut them home and brought them cut them and brought them home, as opposed to buying flowers. And the lady that's coming through, she loved cut flowers. There's a I want to say nan auntie, because I don't feel that close. If she was nan, she's not that close. And she loved the smell of like freesias and fresh cut grass, and that lovely strong, like you suffer with your stomach. Yeah, thank you. Be interesting to know if he was a Leo. That'd be interesting to know. Right, let's give you one last card before I leave you. Right, the Mother Nature, Mother Nature is saying to you that everything is going to be coming up roses. Okay, everything is coming up roses. My Aunt Linda loved that. Wonderful. So she's not Nan, she was Aunt. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. That I don't know if your aunt started to lose kind of a little bit of her memory. He was Scorpio, so not Leo at all. My apologies. So however you can take the lion, but I would say you need protection. Okay. He's a family man as well, so he liked to give protection to his family. Okay. He was quite fierce about protecting his family. That was something that was really important to him. Okay. And I'm gonna leave you with just the knowledge that all that is happening and all that you are trying to do down here, Spirit are very, very much aware. They are very aware, and you have had your thoughts before that Spirit don't know what's happening, that they're not paying attention to what you're going through, to what you're experiencing. They don't know the full story, but they know all the little tiny facts. They're aware of all that's going on with respect to your privacy, of course. They're aware of what's going on and they have your back. They're there supporting you in your sleep state. You'll experience she had brain cancer, right? That is, thank you. That is why I'm getting a little bit of confusion towards the end. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with both of their love and support. And as Mother Nature is saying, everything is going to be coming up roses. So God bless and thank you very much for working with me. Bless you.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And I would say that there is much pride from the world of spirit too.
Absolutely. She's put yes, true. My Aunt Linda loved that. Wonderful, wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
Carrie.
Well done, doll. Now,
Yes,
I don't know why I said it like that.
gave me a bit of London then, didn't
Bit
you?
of London then, innit? So, of course, reminder to everyone that we are on a search to have
Yes.
a guest join us for the last 15 minutes or so for readings. And
Yep. Please let us know if you are
be
interested.
read. So let us know if you're interested. Otherwise, we'll just carry on with our stuff.
We'll carry on waffling.
So, you know, thank you to everyone who's commented so far, everyone who's joined in so far, and of course, please keep sharing and continue to join in the conversation. This is your show, and it goes in the direction that you direct it. And beautiful. And yes, Helen's right. It was a lovely, lovely reading. It was a lovely, lovely reading, and to have that connection from the world of spirit. To join you. It's amazing. It is amazing.
Honor. Right. Okay. Which is just saying to us that if you have had a reading today, then you
Before.
Before the live. Sorry. Right. Okay. That you wouldn't be picked for this, is probably
because we want to give as many people a chance as possible.
Absolutely. I love that picture of you, Helen. It
is a gorgeous picture. It really, really is.
I don't think my curly hair would do victory rolls very well.
Bless you, Carrie Ann says, beautiful. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome, my darling. So welcome. Right. So anybody coming up yet to have that last time? Shared with friends, family, many following. Thank you so much, Kimberly. And thank you for your lovely, lovely sunflower there.
Absolutely.
Ritualism. Thank you so much. Kelly Ann Quill, thank you very much indeed. Hearts going out to you.
Beautiful.
So any more songs? Has anybody got any more songs that they can think of that are emotive for them and what they make you feel? Kimberly Dolby, sorry. Readings are so important for our loved ones, I believe.
Yeah.
They're an opportunity, aren't they, for spirit, for your loved ones to be able to say, I still exist.
Yeah.
Evidence that I didn't just disappear. I didn't just die. Only my body died. And they're an opportunity for us to be able to reach out again you know, to know that, to have that comfort again, because it's only ever
Absolutely.
their physical body that gets put in the ground, you know. That's all. Their life experiences, their personality, everything about them goes with them to the spirit world, and that's what can come back and communicate with us through us to you.
Absolutely. Really well said. I totally agree. I really, really do. You know, it is so vital because they're as desperate as we are to get in touch.
Totally.
And speaking of getting in touch, Katranova, I'm so glad I found this channel. I'm housebound these days and don't get to go to church
Oh,
or circle anymore. And do you know what? That I
that's
really, really,
beautiful.
and I really
Totally.
do believe that is the importance of channels like
Hmm.
SPtv. You know, even before the pandemic, we had our medium secretary was housebound, so I would broadcast the first half of the service for her. You know, just with my phone propped up on the table from Facebook.
Excuse me.
And we had people joining in because they were the same. You know, nobody should be excluded. And when
Absolutely not.
someone is in need, they are in need, regardless of, you know, position or, you know, anything like that. So when someone is in the same situation as Katra,
Mm.
even more requirement of upliftment and love and contact. So, you know,
So,
welcome to the family, and
definitely. God
bless
bless
you.
you. Kelly Ann Quill, Celine Dion reminds me of my grandfather that recently passed. Oh, bless you.
Ah,
Bless him. Oh, it is. You're showing little heartbreaks and stuff. It is heart. It is incredibly heartbreaking, and it's. I've said before, it's the one thing in life. No matter what money you've got, no matter what background you've got, who you are, where you're from, it unites every single individual, human and animal. We've all experienced loss, grief. You know, we
absolutely.
all experience it. We all know how agonizing it is. Um, our dog, for instance, she we had two dogs to begin with when she was a pup. The older dog passed away, and the older dog was the one. Bring me sunshine, Helen. Thank you, Helen. The older dog was the one that taught her, you know, brought her up, sort of thing, you know. And when she passed, our dog grieved terribly, terribly. And even to this day, it was quite a few years back now, but even to this day, she still has trouble. She has sort of problems with socializing with other dogs and stuff. So we all, doesn't matter if we're human or animal, we all experience grief.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that emotion is just so pure,
Mm,
so pure.
absolutely. Absolutely. Natalie Bentley, always on my mind, Elvis. Always reminds me of my dad as it played at his funeral. And I
Yeah,
hear it on the radio when I'm feeling low sometimes. And I know it's there with me at that time. Yes. And it's not just a feeling of, I know he's here when I've got the radio on. He will know you're playing the radio or you're playing that song. He will know about it. And he will be there. He will be watching you, thinking of you. So
absolutely.
know that. Know that.
Absolutely. In actual fact, Natalie, if I oh, I have got to say, Michelle Harris, "Reach for the Stars." I love that
Reach
song.
for the stars.
But
Yeah.
Natalie Bentley, I have picked one, and it is for
Wonderful.
you. And I do feel a connection with you in this. Now, this one, I don't even see it because the light's a bit funny today.
Looks like an F, doesn't it? Sort of.
It does, and it's called Theo, but it means cattle,
Oh,
which is to do with fulfillment and material world, which, you know, um, this is very much in connection, not necessarily with yourself, but I feel with the gentleman. And I know you've already said that Elvis was played at his funeral, so I know Dad is in spirit. But the cattle, um, I don't tend to focus on, just as I said before, the definitions that are written down. I go by the feel, by the
yeah.
texture. I go by what I can feel and what I think about the animals. Your your dad was a man of absolute opposites. And what I mean by that is that he's saying, cattle, that's one thing I was not. I did not get led by the herd. I was my own man. I was strong enough to speak my own mind. And I do feel, Natalie, that you try so hard to be just like Dad in that respect. As he comes closer, oh, pop it down, boyo. Boy, I'm getting about the countryside today with my accent. Yeah, I've been right across the UK today so far. Apart from the fact that I haven't spoken in a little bit of Scottish, and that's not even Scottish, so don't even try that. That's Irish. So I'm now jumping out. But this gentleman, his chest is just pounding. And I do feel that that is an emotional thing. And I know that he would have used humor to deflect from emotion from time to time, quite often, actually. You know, because I keep throwing in the jokes about the accents and I keep moving away from the conversation. So, you know, it's almost like he was an emotional man, but he didn't always have the strength to show it. I feel really, really dizzy with him now. So I know that there would have been something to do with, thank you. It's actually to do with the breathing, and I know I feel lightheaded rather than anything else. So, once again, it's very emotional and ties in with emotion. And quite often, he didn't know how to handle that as well as he wanted. Everyone else probably thought he was fine, but he didn't feel that he was able to handle it as well as he wanted it. But once again, such huge passion, and again, a man who really did not run with the crowd.
Yes, he was always funny.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Natalie. He would absolutely want me to, oh, bless you. Thank you. Emphysema. Bless you. Yes, I understand that one. He was very much about pushing you forward and treating you, because at the same time as, you know, bucking the trend with this one, he's looking at all the others and he wants to pick them up and show them to you, but he wants to play with them. So when I picked this one, he said, "Oh, look, fangs, you know, fangs." And so he would have played and had fun. So, oh, look, there's a thorn, but if you put it there, it can be a horn. And so he's got all of this great upliftment and love and laughter because you
had his own mind.
He had his own mind. Thank you. He really just wants to pick you up. And I know basically it would be easy to say, because I know from you even mentioning it, that there is so much, and not a crowd follower. Thank you. I know that there is so much emotion for you, but he wants you to celebrate the joy rather than the misery. He wants you to remember the laughs, because it's the laughs that help get you through. It's the laughs that help you find your direction and your upliftment and your love. And it's funny, really, because he just wants you to stop worrying about him. And yes, it's great that you wonder, and I don't want you to stop calling out my name, but I want you to stop worrying. I stop wanting you to stop worrying. There is someone else that you're worrying about as well that you don't need to worry about around you at the moment as well. And I know that thank you. One of the problems that I have in this room is the light. And sometimes it's really, really too bright. Like if I sit here, it's really, really too bright. But if I sit back now, it's more balanced. And he was one who did step back into the shadows to let other people move forward. And he's saying, I will always be here in the shadows watching. It's time for you to step forward and take that charge and take that lead. And because he likes to treat you, he's also wanting me to pick up another rune, and I've just picked it up and turned it over. And I don't know if you can see this, but this is a lovely, lovely rune. And
the diamonds.
It is. I always call it the diamond. It is a lovely, lovely rune, and it gives you that strength, its solidity, its stability, its foundation. It is that strength that would come from Dad that he would want me to pass on to you. there are certain runes that don't always look the same in various different traditions and places and peoples, and this one is actually ing, and it's freedom, conclusion,
Okay.
hero. And you might feel that your dad is your hero to you, but you are his hero to him. So carry on. Be brave, be bold, be funny, be witty, and be strong. Take the strength that he chucks at you from a piece of terracotta, look. And do
Lovely.
be blessed. And I will say God bless you and thank you for listening.
Beautiful. Bless you, Natalie. Bless you, Nick. That was really lovely. Oh, that was really lovely. Yeah. Yes, my
My
hero.
hero.
Natalie says, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
And that is ing hero. That is the name of the rune. It's hero.
Mm.
Sometimes it will look like that as a
Oh,
rune, but my version is like that, and that is ing hero. So
oh,
bless you.
that's really beautiful. Thank you, Nick. That's
Amazing what you can do with bits of stuff from the
I
ground,
know.
isn't it?
Let's.
Oh, Helen.
Helen, that is a tune.
Let's
Let's again like we did last summer. Oh, fantastic. Yes, sir.
I love Check.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Have we got oh no, I think Richard is the Stig. Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Have we got anybody coming to
Join and play?
Yeah, who's gonna play with us?
Nobody wants to come and play with us.
Pamela Greterox? Gretru?
Retorex.
Retorex.
Pamela. Yes, easy.
Pam.
Pam.
We had Amazing Grace for my mum's funeral. Oh, they played the wrong version. It was bagpipes, which mum detested. Good. But she gave us all a laugh on an emotional day. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think it's important to find laughter, especially on a day like that.
Definitely. If you can have a little giggle, a little bit of, just a bit of upliftment, and it brings out the personality of that person.
Definitely.
I'll be there. Just call my name. Gives me a beautiful feeling.
Yes.
Joanna Lewis.
Yeah. Thanks, Joanna. Love that. Look, thank you for reminding me of that. I used to listen to that all the time.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make, because we share our successes, but sometimes our mistakes can be just as uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend who worked for me for a few years who was an absolute atheist. Absolute
atheist.
Absolute atheist. But we always had wonderful chats, and there was never any malice involved.
No.
And we'd always joke about with each other, and he passed way too young, bless his heart. He asked me to do his funeral for him because he knew it was coming.
Oh.
And he said to me, I want you to do my funeral, but on one condition. I said, what's that? He says, don't do the God stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you are an atheist, so I will respect your wishes, of course, and of course I'll do it for you. So anyway, it went like a dream. Everything was going to plan, which is unusual for me.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the final point of a funeral, it's always the hardest part. It's that moment of saying goodbye, that moment of true disconnection of the physical, and it is difficult, especially when you're doing a service for someone that you cared about, your friend, and you go into autopilot. And I just stood as the curtain went and bowed my head slightly and said, and we say God bless you, because it's what I always say.
Yeah, it's just habit. Yeah.
And I just suddenly thought, oops. And I looked round at his family, his mum, his dad, his sister, his wife, and the microphone was still on. And I went, I'll be getting in trouble for that later, won't I? Well, everyone in the auditorium, everyone roared with laughter because they knew that was his personality. And as much as I'd made a faux pas, or a kafunga boo-booed, it was Andy. It was Andy. And everyone roared with laughter that he was going to give me grief later, even though he was an atheist, And it's breaking that mold, breaking that moment and turning it into something that can be fondly remembered when it is the hardest part to remember.
definitely.
can make a difference. And I take no responsibility for it happening because I'm useless. And I couldn't have planned anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're celebrating their life, not mourning their death.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Lovely.
always thank you, Pam. I always worry about sharing these things because it's just like
No, because everybody has these life experiences, and to be able to hear what you're sharing helps that person. It reminds them
exactly,
to listen,
which is
just
why I
to listen.
always overrule my fear of
Yeah, totally.
and give
Really
that
do this.
info.
Michelle Harris says, I could really do with some guidance at the minute, please, if drawn. Have we got nobody, no readers, nobody in the Richard?
Nobody's in the house.
Nobody in the house. Yeah. They would come on, but they're too ugly. Oh my gosh,
No.
that's terrible. That's absolutely.
I'm sure they said it as
Oh
a joke.
yeah, I'm sure they did.
But
I'm sure they did.
don't even joke about things
No,
like that.
God
'cause
made you perfect.
Yeah. Shelley.
Shelley, I'm ashamed of you.
We're talking about songs here. I'll give you one.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, and that's for sure.
Very
Inside and out, Shelley. We have spoken
Yes.
before, and I know you are a beautiful individual inside and out. So be uplifted and be loved.
Hello for
Oh,
Mary Kerr. Forgive me if I got spelled that wrong. Hello from South Africa, and would love a spirit reading of guidance, please. Right. Okay. Back to Michelle. Back to Michelle. Okay. We're slightly running out of time now, aren't we, Nick? So sorry guys. But let's get you a card. Let's get Michelle a little card.
Michelle Harris.
Michelle, you pick her up a ruin and I'll give her a card. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
Lovely. Incidentally, with the ruins, with the ruins. Does it matter? Does it? Do you have to read them differently if they fall up, if they fall a different
Correct.
way around?
Yes, there are reverses. I tend not to focus too much on reverses because I have them all laid out on the table and I wiggle them around and I place my hand over and whichever one burns is the one I pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do have the opposites if they are upside down.
Yeah.
If ever I get one that's upside down, my message from Spirit is to turn it the right way up.
Okay.
And let's make it, take that personal responsibility and make this hard situation greater. So yes, they do have opposites, but I tend not to focus on those. I focus on the core meanings, to be fair, because we can read things however we want.
Of course we can. Absolutely. Right, Michelle, you, young lady, have been hiding yourself. Hiding your light. It's as if you're in a cave. Sorry, I've got my cards here and I've got to have them like that for you. This one looks to me like I'm reading it as being a sea bed. And you've got lots of coral and stuff. So you've been hiding yourself away. And you've been hiding your abilities, and you've been keeping quiet as well. Keeping quiet about things, keeping mum. Spirit said to me, keeping mum. Forgive me if I'm gonna I hate killing people off, but I think I have mum in the spirit world with me. The reason I'm saying I'm thinking is because I haven't got a strong connection with her. So that's why I'm saying I'm thinking I have. And I've got that you've been trying to, you're not hiding, but you're keeping quiet. You're keeping quiet. You're trying to keep, if you're keeping a secret quiet, you're keeping something held to your chest. But this is not just with this. This is also with your abilities. Okay. Who's very good at flower arranging? Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Bless you. Someone extremely good at flower arranging. And knows about flowers as well. And you smell perfumes of flowers. Yes, she passed. Thank you. Okay, I'm just glad I haven't got her. She's not coming through incredibly closely to me, if I'm honest with you. That's why I didn't want to affirm it completely. she said that she's saying to me that just before she passed, things were negligible. Things become quite negligible. What do I mean by that? What does she mean by that? There was a little bit of disagreement. Not me, lol. What does that come? Oh, the flower arranging. No, not you. Okay. There was some disagreement. I can't arrange flowers, bless you. There was some misunderstanding around funeral preparations, around what was going to happen. There was some misgivings there. But she said, but her words are, there was nothing to worry about. Don't care, you know. All that was meant to happen happened, and we move forward. It's not important. And there was some white flowers. She wants to talk about some white flowers that were on the coffin. She's still there, Richard? Yeah. Okay. There was some white flowers. She's showing me like some flowers on the coffin. Okay. Okay. A
lot of worry.
Yeah, there was a lot of worry. Yeah. But your mum really doesn't want you to be worrying about it. And she says her actual words through me were, whatever happened, happened. Please don't worry about it anymore. And I don't care. Okay. And she says you're a chip off the old block as well. Okay. Whether you're lighting candles for her, I'm not sure, but there's lit candles for her. But she's saying you're a chip off the old block. You have a lot of her thought processes, a lot of her mannerisms. Okay, I was going to say personality, but she says no, it's not personality, it's mannerisms and the way she thinks. Okay. You even come out with some. There's a young girl who comes out with words that she would use, and you think, oh, that's, you know, whether it's daughter or what, but you go, that's Nan, you know. Do you have a ruin for us, Nick? I keep saying ruin. Sorry, ruin.
I have, and this is my favourite one actually. This is what I call it the Teletubby rune.
Okay.
Because it's called E-O.
Oh, very good.
It's EO. It actually means you. As in the tree, not the individual. And it is very much about rebirth, about perseverance, about strength. And of course, it confirms everything that Dawn's been saying about needing that strength, that quest to continue, and that perseverance, and everything that you have got within you, especially from this lady. Yeah. So do take, it is an uplifting one. It is my favorite one. My daughter that's in the photo.
Her middle name was
middle name is after Nan.
One was wise. Beautiful. Thank you, Michelle.
Beautiful. And you, my love, should persevere, be strong, be bold. You is the kind of tree that will bend and not break. You are flexible, but not malleable like the other one that does the willow. Thank you. Yeah. You are strong but flexible, and that is why you will always have this period of strength, of regrowth, rebirth, and success. Yes. And I wish you every success, because I know that she is there watching over you and giving you all that you need, that wisdom, that strength, and that courage. So God bless you, Michelle.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nick. God bless you, Michelle. Thank you. And God bless your daughter as well.
Yes.
God bless. And I think that keeps us up for the show.
Wow. Another Monday gone.
Oh, my life.
And there's still loads going on. So friends, remember, subscribing to VIP is really worth it. Get nominating for people on the
award ceremony.
Thank you. Mind went blank there. Jumped to track.
What was there for you, my dear?
Too much peach juice. See, no one's commented that I haven't had Pepsi today.
Oh my goodness!
Or any other dark coloured drink available.
I thought it was just the tie, but it's the drink.
Yeah, no, I'm I'm on peach juice these days.
Very nice.
So yeah, thank you for your tip, Richard, on that. See, I do listen to him from time to time. But do please nominate people for the wonderful award ceremony. And coming soon, an announcement. Really excited about a course of workshops that Dawn and myself will be providing for the VIPs. So a good time to join the VIP lounge.
Yep, you have to be a VIP.
God bless you, Michelle.
Bless you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Michelle. Lovely.
So, what have you got planned for the week ahead, my dear?
Whew, well, I've got some services and brought Mum through very well, so our pleasure. Some services, some private readings, and 3 children and a job. Yes,
Bless
quite.
You. Bless
there
you.
we go.
Same as ever, then, my love.
Same as ever. But I have to give a massive shout out to my mum. You know, if it wasn't for her watching my children, you know, her grandkids and that, I wouldn't be able to do all these little things.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I have to give my mum a shout out, who's making me egg and onion sandwiches today for lunch.
Lovely.
Because I do like egg and cheese. I do like egg and cheese.
Egg and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful, beautiful. I like egg Benedict. Well, I like anything with egg in it, really. And
fried
I like
egg roll. Ooh. Every Friday, my boss gets us a fried egg sandwich. Love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Joanne
Lewis, they say Coke can clean your toilet. It never did any good at cleaning me out, though, did it? Because I'm still as mucky-minded as ever. But it is very true. It is a great limescale remover. So at least I know that I'm all smooth and soft inside rather than chalky and crusty and limescaley.
And there ends the show. If you're just tuning in,
don't go.
Don't go. Julie Caswell, she's promised herself housework after the show. Oh.
Well, I tell you what, Julie. Here's an answer. Watch the playback. Go and grab a drink, and then press play again, and then you can watch the show again. Yes, you'll be able to do the readings for us.
Exactly.
You'll know all of the things that I'll say that will make Dawn go giggle. And if
anyone likes carrot cake, get yourself some carrot cake.
Absolutely. Yes, get some carrot cake for the next show.
Yeah.
You know, we'll all eat carrot cake. I'll bring carrot cake. Oh. And Kim Byrne loves fried egg sandwich. Oh, absolutely. Especially the runny. It's got to be
runny oak and good thick bread.
Absolutely. You got to make sure that it's warm rather than hot, though, because it's nice when it's warm running down your chin, but it burns when it's hot running down.
Volcanic lava.
Yes, it can feel like it. It can.
I know. Well, friends, lots of love to you all, and thank you so much for joining the show, our SPtv family. We do hope that we have brightened your day.
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone. God bless you all. And a big thank you, of course, to Richard, who has to spend all of his time poised on the mute button just in case we say something wrong. We do put him through the ringer sometimes. But thank you all so much. And there you go, Katranova, carrot cake next week. I'm bringing some.
Brilliant. It's going to be the new thing now. Have you got your carrot cake?
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Oh yes, or mayo, or mayo. Well, I like boiled egg with salad cream, so why not fried? Letitia Edmonds, of course, saying I love fried egg sandwiches with salad cream. Yes, I prefer mayo myself.
Natalie Marnie, she's glad she's found this page today. I'll keep watching. Keep watching. You don't have to do the housework.
Welcome to the family. Yes.
Don't forget, we are on again tonight, 8 o'clock. Matt and Kirsty Grogan, 8 o'clock UK
time. Absolutely. But for now, God bless you all. May the peace of the Great Spirit go with you all. And remember, Keep it SPtv.